Good morning and good luck. And welcome back to Good Luck with Gino, episode 69. Nice. I'm your host, Gino the Ghost, and you're currently tuning in to the fastest growing podcast in the world. If you're tuning in on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, make sure you hit the like button, save it to your device, subscribe, send it to a loved one or an enemy. If you're watching on YouTube, and you should be watching on YouTube, because if you were watching on YouTube, you'd see I'm matching Pikachu today with the Doodles t-shirt on. Shout out to Doodles. Shout out to Julian Holguin. And you'd also see that we're rocking the Cartier Romance today, the first pair of Cardis that I ever purchased. Some of the rarest, coolest Cardis in the game. And as the eyewear authority, you know I'm going to come with it today for episode 69 because it's a very special episode. And why is that? Because it's episode 69. And that's funny. If you're watching on YouTube, got to finish my train of thought there. If you're watching on YouTube, which you should be, flick that like button, smash the ever-loving fuck out of that subscribe button like Amani Khalif, gold medalist, and grease up that algorithm by leaving a comment. What's the best way to grease up that algorithm? Well, you're going to make sure when you're typing out that comment, your hands are full of grease. They're full of oil because you're an oil man. So you're going to go to your oil well that we built in episode like 30, I want to say 30, 31. You're going to dip your hands in there and you're going to leave a comment about how much you love the show. It's been a eventful week for me. Okay, let me tell a story. So I'm on the internet, right? And I see this photo of a computer chair, and this guy, the tweet says something like, look what my brother found today. And it's like a $5 Herman Miller chair, like Herman Miller computer chair. If you don't know anything about chairs, Herman Miller, it's like the gold standard of chair. And a good computer chair is going to run you over $1,000. So getting a used Herman Miller for like $5 at a garage sale, wow, what a steal. And that made me think, damn, you know what? I need a new computer chair. I've been using this like gaming chair that I got off Amazon for like $200 a couple years ago. And I've been using it and it's fine. But like I'm sitting at my desk either making music or day trading or doing whatever the fuck I'm doing there, gaming. I'm sitting there for like 8 hours a day minimum every day. And my back is a mess. I mean, my back fucking hurts constantly all day, every day. And it has for years. And I'm only 32. And I know I was an athlete growing up and like played football and probably fucked my shit up. But like my back should not be as cooked as it is. And I feel like a good ergonomic chair would help that. So I'm like, all right, I should just invest in a good chair. Why not? I like buying nice things. I should buy a Herman Miller. So I go on the internet and I look up like, Herman Miller computer chair. I find something on Amazon for like $600 used or something. And I put out a tweet and I say, looking to buy a new chair. Is this what I should go with? Thinking that like I'll get a few responses, thinking, all right, there's a lot of people that on Twitter that are also chronically online. I'll probably get like, yeah, that's a good chair. Like, oh, maybe try this chair. This fucking tweet exploded. I'm talking 2 million impressions on this tweet. Thousands and thousands of replies. I'm like, I've never got this kind. I mean, I've gone viral before on Twitter for like stuff, but this was like a level of engagement that I haven't seen since like the OG Twitter days when I was like a Twitter guy. You know what I mean? So I'm like, holy fuck, people really like chairs. People are really into chairs and talking about chairs. And in this whole thing, I tap in with my boy Mike, who is, a good friend of mine. We actually moved here together a decade ago. And, he's just a guy that knows things about things. So I go, hey, Mike, do you know where I can get like a good chair? I'm looking to get a chair. Should I get this chair? And he's like, yo, I actually got a guy who's like, who sold me my chair. He's got all types of like really nice chairs. Okay. So Mike connects me to the chair plug. So I call him. He's in Alhambra, which is like 15 minutes from me. I drive down to his showroom, and this guy is the chair plug. This guy is like the Gus Fring of chairs. You know when Walter White like finally gets into Gus Fring's lab and he's like, holy fuck. That's what I felt like walking into this chair depot. This guy had just hundreds of chairs. And I'm telling him about this story. You know, I end up buying this Herman Miller Embody Logitech gaming chair for like $1,200. I know it sounds crazy, but like, I'll get into it in a minute. I buy this chair from him, and I'm telling him about my tweet going viral. And he's like, man, like, if you can help me, like with like a Twitter, like social media presence, like that'd be great. Like I have, you know, I'm huge on Facebook Marketplace. I'm huge on OfferUp. We do like so much chair volume. I'm the chair guy. I've been doing it for years, but like I need to get social media going. And I'm like, yeah, like sure, I don't mind helping you out, you know, whatever. So I'm like, let me take a video. So I like take a video like of the chair showroom, and I'm like, I tweet like, yo, I'm the chair plug now. Update, I'm the chair plug, you know. Update from 12 hours ago, went from not knowing anything about chairs. Now I'm the chair plug. Tap in if you need a Herman Miller. I put this tweet out, and this tweet goes viral. Again, millions of impressions, thousands of replies. Like 400 DMs. Yo, I need a chair. Yo, I need a Herman Miller chair. Yo, now I'm a chair. Now I'm the chair master. I'm the chair master. I got a new side hustle. I'm slinging chairs, dude. You need and I'm not talking just computer chairs. I'm not talking just Herman Miller Aerons. I'm not just talking size ABC Aerons. I'm not talking sales. I'm not just talking embodies. I'm talking Eames chairs. I'm talking $14,000 chairs. I'm slinging fucking dude. I might fuck around and just I'm gonna become a chair entrepreneur, bro. You're gonna soon see me on podcast clips talking about selling chairs. I'm gonna have a fucking link in my bio. So now I'm literally like, I'm in the DMs. I'm talking people into, you know, well, what kind of chair do you want? Oh, yeah, well, we have this available. And he's like, yo, anything you help me sell, I'm going to give you a commission on. So now I'm just passing on chairs. I'm passing off chairs sales to the chair master, to the chair plug. I'm like the Jesse Pinkman of chairs, minus being a drug addict. Yet. There's still time. Depending on how much money I make, who knows? So anyway, if you need chairs, I'm the chair plug. I'm chair GCR. How can I help you? What can I get you in? And you know what? Invest in yourself. Invest in your body. If you sit at a fucking chair all day, get out of that fucking piece of shit chair. It's like buying a good bed. Some of you, like me, are in a chair more than a bed every day. Take care of your back. How much money are you spending on a chiropractor, going to yoga classes? Get a good chair. Come and shop with me. Get and shop with me. I could get you in a chair, make your back free. Okay, moving on. But seriously, if you need a chair, hit me up. Football season is almost here. Enter insufferable Lions fan arc. It's about to begin. We're a couple of weeks away. I'm getting ready for fantasy drafts. I mean, I'm locked in. But something came across my desk yesterday. And Will Levis, who is the quarterback of the Tennessee Titans, he unrolled a new product that he's doing with Hellmann's Mayo. Hellmann's Mayonnaise. And no, it's not a mayonnaise line. It's Mayonnaise Cologne. It's mayonnaise scented cologne.
They try to define you, but you are the ingredient to your own success. Number 8, Parfum de Mayonnaise.
This is why we're seeing less and less white quarterbacks in the NFL. Jared Goff would never. You understand? I mean, finally, white people can smell like white people, you know? Nothing quite says white like the scent of Hellmann's mayonnaise. And I like mayonnaise, you know. I'm white. I don't think just white people like mayonnaise, but there's not really like a white stereotype quite like mayonnaise. And so to really lean into that, I mean, no wonder Derrick Henry got out of there. This is the whitest shit of all time. I like you watch that and you're like, oh, it's a joke. It's not a joke. They sold out. They're selling them for like $8. It's a really funny like marketing stunt by Hellmann's Mayo. It's just, you know. I imagine this is how other cultures feel when like, somebody from their culture does a stereotype thing, and it's like, oh, come on. You know, oh, you're setting us back. Oh, now they're gonna run with this. This is how I feel as a white guy watching this. Like, oh, great. Thanks, Will. Thanks for setting back the white race. Speaking of setting back the white race, well, this isn't really, I don't think these are just white people doing this, but okay. Canva, the company, I don't know if you know what Canva is. They're like a design, you know, they're like if you don't know what Canva is, you should probably fucking know what Canva is. So Canva had their Canva conference, where they have like the people from the company like, oh, come to the Canva conference for the employee conference where we're going to pitch our new product, whatever the fuck. And they had this presentation for you. So enjoy from the Canva conference.
Redesign your work, Canva got that glow up. We redesign everything from the flow up. Customize your workspace and make it your own. Ooh, now you making magic when you up in the zone.
What's up, sir? Yes, I'm talking to all of you up there.
Did you invite?
You guys know what's happening? All right. But what about me?
Who is you?
A CIO from an enterprise, see, and I have some doubts.
Security.
That's right, and I'd like to have some certainty. Nice that you got some pretty shiny things, but can you meet the demands of a global machine? We got pretty high stakes, no room to air. We need more than a cute little post to share.
So you think Canva can't go deep, but we can see that your teams actually disagree. Designs and departments really are a dream. More than on the surface, our service is serving teams.
Color me intrigued, but I'm not yet sold. Security.
Said that already, it's getting old.
Logs, SIM, SSO. Can you really tell me that there's very much control?
You can even manage automated licensing, compliancy, there's privacy.
Okay, I can see, but is it likely for you to integrate all of our systems easily?
Actually, matter of fact, you see, we can integrate them all, even Slack, believe.
Okay, I'm impressed, but AI, what's the deal?
That's where it comes in the Canva shield. We don't train on your work without your permission. Safe and secure if that is what you wish it.
API, custom solution.
Yes, the API is tailored for you.
Yeah, I made you watch that whole fucking thing. You're goddamn right. You know, Lin-Manuel Miranda has done irreversible damage to this country. And he's to blame for this. LinkedIn Manuel Miranda. That's a good joke. What in the Michael Scott is going on here, dude? This is so cringe. This is like, whose idea? Well, we know whose idea this was. It was the marketing department's idea. And somebody was just scared to tell the boss no when he presented it, clearly. This is really, really a tough watch and listen, except when he went secure, safe and secure. Kanye did it first. Now tell me that ain't insecure. When it all falls down. Yeah, anyway. What genre of rap music is this, you know? Oh, I know.
What is this?
Marketing music. One more time for you.
What is this?
Marketing department music. Oh, I like this marketing department music. This is like a tiny desk concert for people that sit at a tiny desk all day. You know what they could use? Some Herman Miller chairs. I know a guy. This is like the... this fucking...
Redesign your work, Canva got that glow up. We redesign everything from the flow up.
We redesign everything from the flow up. This is like the last thing you hear before a crippling round of layoffs. You know? Like at the end of this presentation, they're like, okay, so, and under your desk or under your chairs, you're going to find a severance package. We're letting half of you go. This probably cost $150,000, by the way, this presentation. All the fucking B-boys and B-girls in the background that are better dancers than Rachel Reagan, but they're back there getting it like fucking Canva. These companies will pay anybody except their employees. This song. Ironically, this is the Canva of rap music, you know? And then what was interesting at the end there, they take a little shot at Adobe. Did you guys hear that? When they're like, we don't train your work without AI. Let me see if I can find it.
Redesign your work. See compliancy, there's privacy.
Okay, I can see, but is it likely for
Is it
you
likely?
to integrate all
Oh
of
my
our
God.
systems easily?
Blow my brains out.
Actually, matter of fact, you see, we can integrate them all, even Slack. Believe.
Okay,
Nice.
I'm impressed, but AI, what's the deal?
That's where it comes in the Canva shield. We don't train on your work without your permission. Safe and secure if that is what you wish.
Wow. I mean, that's a shot at that's a direct shot at Adobe right there. I wouldn't be surprised if this sparks the next great rap beef. Adobe's going to put out a track where they call Canva a PDF file. It's a good fucking, that's a good joke. Let me tell you. Because they not like us. They not like us. God, sometimes I blow myself away, you know. Sometimes I just anyway. Yeah, this is the cringe. This is a gold medalist at the Cringe Olympics. This feels like a Silicon Valley episode. It's like the scene in Succession when Kendall Roy does the rap thing, you know, when he raps. It's the most millennial shit of all time, dude. Oh, God. Gen Z's going to fucking cook us for this, dude. It feels like one of those anti-drug VHS tapes that we had to watch in middle school health class, you know? Don't smoke pot when you're in the classroom. All right, moving on. Well, guys, you know what time it is now, right? You know what part of the episode we're at now. We're changing the tune a little bit. We're leaving the Good Luck with Gino podcast, and we're flipping the channel on over to GNN. Welcome to GNN, your leading source of news for all things politics, and politics. And now your host, Gino the Ghost. Welcome to GNN. I'm your host, Gino the Ghost, and this is the news. This week in politics, well, this isn't really in politics, but X, formerly known as Twitter, rolled out AI without restrictions. So Grok, which is the name of the, I don't know why the fuck Elon named it Grok. Yeah, it has no restrictions. So people are just, of course, filling the internet with intimate Trump and Kamala Harris memes. Not even memes. Intimate images. Photos of them walking the beach holding hands. Of course, images of Kamala with her, you know, just really classy stuff. What else could you expect? Because, of course, what else do the degenerate human race do with the incredible technology of AI but create fake nudes? We're going to just jump right off of that topic into more interesting political stuff. Kamala gave her economy speech in Chicago. So for the first time, she like kind of fully laid out her economic policy plan. You know, she hasn't really come out and fucking said it. It's been weeks, and the Republicans have been like, hey, you know, she's not doing unscripted interviews. She's only talking off a teleprompter. She hasn't even outlined any policy stuff. And they're right. She hasn't done any of that, which is probably a strategic move. And she did. Finally, she spoke in Chicago and she outlined her economic plan, and it didn't go great. The speech was, she kind of like gave Republicans so much ammo. There's like a soundbite where she's just talking about how fucked up the economy is. She's like, you know, a loaf of bread costs this much money and gas is all this money and like everything is so fucking expensive now. And of course, you know, everyone's like, you're in the administration. Hey, you've been the vice president for 3.5 years. You know? Like, Trump retweeted it and was basically like, yeah, you're right. And everyone's been saying, like, you're doing a better job of campaigning for Trump than he is. They're right. You are. Did not go great. So let's talk about her economic plan in short. I'm not going to give you the full fucking detailed thing, but just to give you guys an idea, if you haven't paid attention or just want me to outline it for you, I will. First thing, ban on price gouging. She proposed federal legislation to prevent price gouging, particular in essential sectors. Groceries was kind of the big one that she talked about. She argues that unchecked corporate practices have led to inflated prices, putting a significant strain on Americans. This ban would empower federal regulators to monitor, cap excessive price increases during emergencies and high demand periods. I don't mind that. I mean, that sounds like, okay, right? Sure, okay. Expansion of tax credits. Harris is pushing for the expansion of the child tax credit to $6,000 per child. Additionally, she supports expanding the earned income tax credit to benefit a broader range of low to middle income earners. Affordable housing initiatives she rolled out. This is another big one and a very controversial one. She proposed a $25,000 down payment assistance plan where she plans to expand on a previous proposal that basically all first-time home buyers, potentially 4 million Americans, would get a $25,000 down payment check, basically. And this is to focus on equity, aimed at reducing the home ownership gap. And the criticism, obviously, is inflation. You're giving people more money. And also, like, wouldn't this just further inflate housing prices because the market, the demand already outpaces the supply, so wouldn't they just, you know, like, how does that actually do anything? I'm going to be candid. I'm not smart enough in this sector to speak on this. So I'm going to let people that are smarter debate, and I'm sure I'll get more clarity on if it's fucking stupid or not in the coming months. Increased corporate regulation. Harris calls for stricter regulations on corporations. Oh, shit, I just hit the mic. Sorry. Taking a sip of this unbranded water. Particularly targeting monopolistic practices and consolidations that reduce competition and harm consumers. Talking to you, Ticketmaster, you fucking cocksuckers. Nah, I won't say it. I won't say the name. She argues that large corporations have too much power, blah, 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 blah. Okay, fucking yada, yada, yada. Environmental and work protections. She proposes expanding environmental regulations and labor protections, which the left is obviously big proponents of. And, you know, I'm a proponent of as well. I'm pretty fiscally conservative, and I am down with that because just dumping shit into the ocean is probably not good, right? Okay, among other things. Now, the criticism. Obviously, the housing thing was a big talking point. Her talk on inflation and how fucked up grocery prices are was the big clip that was going around. And that is a fair criticism. Hey, you were in the fucking administration for 3.5 years. So, like, and that's always tough when you're running either as like running again for re-election as a president or running for president when you were in the administration. It's just kind of like, and the big buzzword this week has been communist. Communist. Republicans have criticized Harris's plan, and they argue that her proposal resembles socialist or communist policies because they expand the role of government in regulating industries, controlling prices, redistributing wealth through expanded tax credits and social programs. And if this sounds familiar, it's because this is a pretty common tactic. Republicans love calling Democrats communists. They did it with FDR. They did it with Eleanor Roosevelt. They did it with Kennedy. They did it with Clinton. They did it with the Obamas. They did it with Biden. It's just like, it works though. Republicans have been calling opponents communists since the Cold War, and we've been just so propagated over the years about how bad communism is that word scares the shit out of people. And the reality is both of these parties are a lot more similar than people realize when it comes to actually passing legislation, but that's a really spooky word. It's obviously largely rhetorical and reflects the polarizing nature of the American political discourse. But like, while her policies do propose an increase in government intervention, and Republicans are very anti-government, anti-establishment, they are within the realm of social democracy rather than communism. Social democracy is practiced in many European countries. It's like a mix of free market capitalism with like robust government oversight, social safety nets, protections for workers and consumers, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Now, I'm not going to really, you don't give a fuck or need to hear my opinion on if I like these policies or how I stand on it. Again, like, I'm a moderate. I was a Republican turned Democrat turned moderate. I'm, as you know, pretty socially liberal and pretty fiscally conservative, which does not make me interesting. I know there's a shitload of people like that. But what I do want to say, again, as a moderate who's watched Trump have this fucking election as a shoo-in and then completely collapse and fumble on the 1-yard line. This speech did not go well. And Trump made up a lot of ground on Polymarket. He went up like 3 points after this speech. And you could kind of feel a little bit of a shift in momentum after it. And if I'm the Trump campaign, I would be attacking this. This should be the focus of their campaign, which, to be fair, is what a lot of Republicans are calling for. They're like, hey, stop with the fucking name calling and like the racist shit. That's not working anymore. Why don't you talk about policy? And literally, all it took was a talk about policy, and you started seeing some momentum shift back. If I'm Trump, I'm calling her Kamala. Kommie-la Harris. He's been fucking floundering for a nickname. Motherfucker can't think of a nickname because he's washed up. There you go. First one's free, Donald. I can't believe I have to... Nobody started this? Nobody? Who's running the show over there? I'm telling you, don't let me get into politics. Don't let me get into politics. Don't let me turn 35 and go, you know what? I think I could be president. Don't let it happen, because I'll fucking do it. They're going to show this clip. This clip's going to go, this clip's going to start making its rounds when I'm running for president. This is the moment that Gino the Ghost realized he could be, and I might even run as Gino the Ghost. I won't even run as my government. I won't even run as Gino Bori. It'll say like Ghost, whatever. Ghost Rogan. Go, whatever. I'll grab another fucking podcaster. Ghost Vaughn. I'll run with Theo Vaughn. And I'll be the fucking president. Fuck you. Whatever. Anyway. Okay. So economic policy is undoubtedly his strength as a candidate. Now, if you want to argue, did Trump do good when he was president in the economy? You know, we could have that argument. But undoubtedly, that's what people feel comfortable as the inflation's so crazy right now. He can run on that. That's his strength as a candidate. You know what's not his strength as a candidate? Do you know what isn't Donald Trump's strength as a candidate?
About 8 years. But she said one thing that got me. She said Kamala has one big advantage. She's a very beautiful woman. She's a beautiful woman. So I decided to go back and reread the clause. I'm not saying he's, but I say that I am much better looking than her. I think I'm much better. Much better. I'm a better looking person than Kamala. No, I couldn't believe it. She said, you know, I had never heard that one. They said, no, her biggest advantage is that she's a beautiful woman. I'm going, huh. I never thought of that. I'm better looking than she is.
Are you sure about that? Yeah? Trump thinks he's running for prom queen. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Anytime this motherfucker goes off teleprompter, disaster. He was literally like talking about policy and everyone, and it was going great. And then he literally goes, you guys mind if I go off prompter? And everyone's like, yeah. And then he fucking says this. Yeah, dude, you're more beautiful than Kamala Harris. Fact checkers are going to have a field day with this one. All you need to do is post one photo. Come on, dude. Bro's built like a sack of potatoes. Like when you hold a sack of potatoes in the air like that, he's built like that. He's built like a chicken, a raw chicken held upside down. His belly starts at his chin. Bro's built like the guy from Despicable Me. Trump looks like his skincare routine is rubbing UV rays on his face once he gets out of the shower. Like cleanser, toner, UV rays. Looks like every elderly person in Palm Beach, Florida. Trump called her a beautiful woman on Twitter Spaces. Trump went on Twitter Spaces and yapped with Elon Musk for like 3 hours the other day. Okay. He said this on Spaces.
I saw a picture of her on Time Magazine today. She looks like the most beautiful actress ever to live. It was a drawing. And actually, she looked very much like our great First Lady, Melania. She didn't look like Camilla. That's right. But of course, she's a beautiful woman. So we'll leave it at that, right?
This dude cannot help himself but be a fucking creep. I mean, he called her beautiful. He said the drawing of her looked like the most beautiful drawing. The most beautiful drawing. I don't do a great Trump. We're gonna work on it. Comedians do Trump impressions so much. I don't want to be the guy that like does the Trump impression. I'm not gonna do it. Maybe one day. So just like again, what are you doing, dude? Why are you why? It's right there. I mean, it is right there. Who is this guy's campaign manager? Meanwhile, at a rally somewhere in Middle America, a bunch of like Trump MAGA, and not all Trump people that support Trump are MAGA cult members. Do you know what I mean? They're not all Republicans are MAGA cult members. So I do want to, there's an important distinction. But the MAGA cult members are the most bizarre people. Look at this. They're walking around holding cups of J.D. Vance semen. Look at this. They're like mocking Tim Walz using IVF to conceive his children and child as cat ladies by showing up to a rally with J.D. Vance semen cups. These motherfuckers are never beating the weirdo allegations. They're playing right into it, dude. Did they recover it from the couch cushions? From the couch cheeks he was clapping? I just don't I don't think dunking on people who can't have children is the slam that you think it is. You know, like the world would be a better place if these people didn't have children. So to try to like make fun of, because if you don't know, Tim Walz, the VP candidate or whatever, they used IVF to have kids. So this is like a on them. It's just like, bro, you're walking around with the vial of semen. It's just like, what's the strategy here? Also, like 15% of women and men suffer from infertility. So you're just alienating the base. Anyway, it's just, they need to focus on policy. I don't know why they don't. But now we're going to get to everyone's favorite segment because it's time to laugh, right? So we're going to dip into the FOH HOF, the Fuck Outta Here Hall of Fame. And first video we're going to do here, let's see here. Yeah, we're going to make fun. This gentleman is from the Andy Elliot School of Sales. They're twins, the Macklin twins. I get sent these motherfuckers videos all the time, but I finally found one worth dogging. Here we go.
You will get everybody to answer the phone on this hack, but you got to have big balls to do it. It's called the triple dial. Here's what you do, and here's how you handle it, and it works like this every time. When you call the first time, they don't typically know your phone number, so they don't answer. The second time, they might answer because they think it's an emergency if you call right back. The third time, they think something's going on with their family. Like they're like, why is this guy calling me 3 times in a row, right? Here's what you say when they answer, and they're all kind of like, what the hell is it going on? Oh, hey, what's up? It's Evan from Cool Cats Fencing. Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to call you that third time. I must have butt dialed you. Real quick, I just wanted to call you and ask you a couple of questions. You and I talked about your fence panels the other day. What motivated you to reach out to us? What motivated you? Ask them 3 or 4 questions. Did you guys have a chance to sit down and actually talk about it? Did you get my proposal? Do you want to switch up anything on the proposal? Does the price look good? Does the payment look good? Just start rattling off questions to take control. If you do it in that order, they'll forget all about they were a little pissed off because you called them 3 times.
Right. Yeah, good. Yeah, call them a third time so they think they have a family emergency. Just blow their phone up, you know? Oh my God, is something wrong? Like maybe I should answer this. Call them so they think they have a family emergency. And then when they answer, hey, good news. Your wife didn't die in a car accident, but she might if she keeps driving that junker in her driveway. Can I interest you in it? You know? Yeah, when they answer, bombard them with questions about fence panels. Just start rattling off questions to take control. You think you can get more control than me? I have the control to hang up the fucking phone on you and block your number immediately. Who pays for these sales seminars and thinks that these are remotely effective? Ah, yes, the old I must have butt dialed you technique. True salesman savants, these guys, you know? And Evan Macklin here is utilizing the #1 technique from the Elliott Group Sales Handbook, which is lie. Yeah, just lie. Dude, people love when you lie. People love salesmen that lie. Yeah, people love when a salesman blows their phone up, just calls them just pesters them until they answer, and then bombards them with questions, and then tries to sell them something that they didn't ask for. Oh, what a great technique, dude. Fellas, try this method on your ex-girlfriend when you're drunk at 1 a.m. It's a good technique. Just blow her phone up until she answers, and then bombard her with questions. Are you high right now? Do you ever get nervous? Are you single? I heard you're fucking him. Is it true? Hell yeah. Fucking right. 3 calls in a row. Why stop there? You want the sale, right? Call them 50 times in a row. Call them until they block your number. Then start a fake online profile and find them on a dating app. And I prefer Bumble because it's a little bit more serious than Tinder. Catfish them for months. I'm talking like make them fall in love with you. Call them your baby reindeer. Get explicit even, right? Then when you meet up with them after 6 to 12 months of long-distance online relationships, bombard them with questions about fencing panels so they forget why they're even mad at you for catfishing them for a year. And then ask if they want to hear a proposal. It's a flawless, tried and true technique. And make sure you're wearing a shirt that doesn't fit you when you do it also. All right, moving on. Next video. Found this scrolling the algorithmic hell that I live in. Yeah, here we go.
Update on the human spine wall. After 3 years, we finally reached 100 spines in the collection. The spine wall has always been my favorite part of the collection. And to celebrate, we now have human vertebrae on sale for $35 on our site. This offer will only last for 1 day, so get it while you can. Maybe you could start your own spine wall.
Tell me more. Oh, great. I was just looking to start a human spine collection. You know, here's a guy that has your back no matter what, right? Back against the wall like plasma screens. That's a deep Drake cut. What the fuck?
Update on the human spine wall. After 3 years, we finally reached 100 spines in the collection. The spine wall has always been my favorite part of the collection. And to celebrate, we now have human vertebrae on sale for $35 on our site. This offer will only last for 1 day, so get it while you can.
What a deal, dude. Here's another video. I was like scrolling through this guy. I went down a dark rabbit hole of this guy's content.
Spine wall update. I've been restoring some of the broken spines and hanging them up. So we are almost at 100 spines in the human spine collection. I also got one more child spine. Ta-da!
One more child spine. Yeah. Nothing creepy about that. Donate your body to science. Can you imagine donating your body to science only to realize it's getting hung on the wall of this guy's spine shrine? Every day is Halloween. At John Bone's house. Imagine finding out some Gen Zers flipping your grandfather's spine on TikTok shop. You know? Link in bio. Bro's drop shipping bones. He's a human body reseller. Oh yeah, there's a great arbitrage opportunity on kneecaps. How is this not illegal? Not only is it not illegal, it's like a trade. We need to make this regular. We need to regulate this, right? I don't. Republicans are going to hate that comment. No federal regulation. The government's coming for my spines? Come and take it. Don't tread on me. Don't tread on my bones. Imagine bringing a girl home. You know? Imagine bringing a girl home after a date. And it's like, yeah. And then right in here, this is my human spine collection. Yeah, we just crossed 100 spines. And yeah, these are the children's spines. These are the baby spines. Yeah, so like all the dead babies. We've got we're at about a dozen dead baby spines. Anyway, do you want to watch a movie? Anyway, red or white wine? Hey, save some pussy for the rest of us, dude, you know? Bro's a bona fide freak. Bona fide freak. 7 spines a week. Bona fide freak. Vertebrae a week. I can keep going. Anyway, we should open investigation into any man with a boner this big. Anybody with over 1 human spine should probably be looked into, right? I bet this dude has a lot of skeletons in his closet. Literally. If you can own 10 spines before, if you can, all right. That was a given. Moving on, next video here. Oh man, this shit, look, a part of like one level of my algorithm hell is struggle music, like really, really bad music, which we make fun of a lot on this. But this video came up and my initial response was to make fun of it. And then I'm like, wait, this shit is hard actually. But then I had to make fun of it because of course. But here's the song.
Get to blasting, tires get to squealing, yeah, we real about that traction. For what they be saying, they ain't real about that action. VTA, pull up where you stay, anytime, any day. I done been up on a crime, I keep nines where I stay. What they really wanna know, I get money, I don't fold. I done been up on that road. What they really wanna know, I can't straight up out the tone. I be dripping in for loan, I be getting to that dough. If he play, then he get sold, yeah, I really keep a pole. I ain't tripping about a hoe, I just gotta get that dough. Hey, some real shit, riding with a steel clip, play around, get deal with. I ain't even capping, man, I'm really about that action. Pull up on them, get to blasting on some real shit. Up on some real shit, up on some real shit.
Now, if you're listening and just watching, you're probably confused because you're like, wait, he was sliding on that. That's actually fire. Why are you making fun of this? That's why you need to be watching the Good Luck Show on YouTube, because you would see that this kid is about 10 years old. Just a 10-year-old talking about blasting. Just a 10-year-old talking about carrying. So now that you have that picture in your head, listen to this again.
Get to blasting, tires get to squealing, yeah, we real about that traction. For what they be saying, they ain't real about that action. VTA, pull up where you stay, anytime, any day. I done been up on a crime, I keep nines where I stay.
I keep nines where I stay. Kidz Bop Street. Dude, the new Kidz Bop album is fucking crazy. You hear this one by Lil Nate? Damn, son, did you clean your room? It's your wifey's favorite babysitter. Bro grew up in the cold streets of Tilted Towers, you know. Matter of fact, this is in the South. He was at Fatal Fields. Or Risky Reels. Huh? This haircut, too. He's got the Edgar. Bro's got the Edgar bowl cut, you know? Looking like a young Kid Rock. Kid Glock. I be getting to that dough. Talking about Play-Doh? Somebody hit designer and tell him that Timmy Turner finally got a burner. Timmy Turner. I looked it up. He's from Texas. So I actually believe him about having guns because he could probably walk into a store and buy an assault rifle. In Texas, you can just, if you're like a kid, instead of like going and buying like a Jones soda or like a Arizona iced tea, you can just walk into a convenience store and buy a gun. So he probably did that. He slid on this, but I just can't ignore the fact that he's in middle school. Like this kid still believes in Santa Claus. Tooth Fairy left him a brick under the pillow when his molars fell out. Bro comes to middle school packing something, and I don't mean a packed lunch. I ain't talking Lunchables. There's not a Go-Gurt in that brown paper bag. Recorded the music video at recess. We making it out to trailer park with this one. When I was a kid, when I was a kid, we would use chalk to draw lines on the street and like play Foursquare. Meanwhile, little bro turned 4 squares into chalk lines. You know what I'm saying? He put 4 squares into the chalk outline on the street for crossing him. He was fucking sliding on this though. Damn.
Get to blasting, tires get to squealing, yeah, we real about that traction. For what they be saying, they ain't real about that action.
They ain't real about that action. All right, move. He fucking killed that, dude. I don't know, man. I'm fucking exhausted. It's been a long day. I've been fucking selling shares all day, dude. I think we're going to end the episode here. Guys, if you need some chairs, tap in with me. I'll take care of you. I'll plug you with the chair plug. I want to thank you for listening to Good Luck this week. Episode 69. Nice. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, Send it to a loved one. If you're watching on YouTube, which you should be, Gengar, shouldn't they be? That's right. If you are watching on YouTube, make sure you massage that like button and you give the people's elbow to the subscribe button. Grease up that algorithm with your son, HW, because you're an oil man. Leave a comment. And until next week, as the world continues to crumble at our feet, we're going to end the show with the number one AI theme song in the world, and that's the Good Luck theme song. Thanks again for tuning in. We'll see you next week for episode 70. Good night and good luck. Uh-oh, what's going on? What's that show, Pikachu? Good Luck. That's right. With who? Oh, with me. And we got the pitties on. Good luck, good vibes. Come on. Gino by your side. You want to put the cardies on? Sure. Wow. Look at that. Oh. Woo! Let's go. Tune in. These aren't really sitting.